Have a safe trip, Pinas!
Welcome back.
Bitch, here I come.
Vloggers, jet setters, wanderlusters, we've missed you. This is the new normal of traveling, a privilege to be at your service.
Ayan na yung service!
Please board the shuttle in an orderly fashion while we show our unparalleled hospitality.
Ooh, hand sanitizer, clean. Thank you!
Sign up and reserve seats online. We want to know who you've been rubbing elbows with.
Excuse me sir, bawal po dyan. PDA naman tayo.
Anong PDA?
PDA. This is the new normal of traveling. The hottest hotspots are popping. And the bottles of alcohol are flowing. Who's ready to check in? Welcome to paradise.
Good morning, ate! Meron ba kayo?
That we do.
Taray!
Each guest is entitled to a complimentary sanitation kit. Accommodations are by reservation only. Walk-ins will not be entertained.
Talaga?
Very good.
Meanwhile, we will do what we can to keep the hotel immaculate.
Guys, automatic oh.
Please step on the circles. Aba, nakaapak naman ako ng tama sa bilog. Uy, bakit hindi pa napaandar?
Shiny. So, this is a corner suite?
Sa third floor po kayo, ma'am, sir. Third floor, please. Uy, bakit kaya? Tanungin mo yung driver.
What? It gets better?
Enjoy your stay, people!
Travel safe.
Mabuhay!
Pat, naglalakbay.
Have a safe trip, Pinas!
Welcome back.
Bitch, here I come.
Vloggers, jet setters, wanderlusters, we've missed you. This is the new normal of traveling, a privilege to be at your service.
Ayan na yung service!
Please board the shuttle in an orderly fashion while we show our unparalleled hospitality.
Ooh, hand sanitizer, clean. Thank you!
Sign up and reserve seats online. We want to know who you've been rubbing elbows with.
Excuse me sir, bawal po dyan. PDA naman tayo.
Anong PDA?
PDA, physical distancing always. Please sit on designated seats only, sanitized and reserved especially for you.
Okay, alis na po tayo. Thank you.
Uy, wait lang!
Uy, excuse me. Ako muna. Ano?
Maganda ang taste mo, ha? Pero nag-safety protocols ka na ba?
Oo, ikaw.
Oo, hand sanitizer,
Yes, anong temp mo?
36.3.
36.1. Ano?
Online reservation.
Anong reservation? Bus lang to, no?
Di mo ba narinig si ate narrator? Reserved seats online para may contact tracing.
Come on guys, Gina tayo.
Travel safe, Pinas!
Mabuhay!
Pag naglalakbay.
Have a safe trip, Pinas!
Before we start in today's program, I would like to seek your cooperation and attention in completing the seminar. Thank you.
This is the new normal of traveling. The hottest hotspots are popping. And the bottles of alcohol are flowing. Who's ready to check in? Welcome to paradise.
Good morning, ate! Meron ba kayo?
That we do.
Taray!
Each guest is entitled to a complimentary sanitation kit. Accommodations are by reservation only. Walk-ins will not be entertained.
Talaga?
Very good.
Meanwhile, we will do what we can to keep the hotel immaculate.
Guys, automatic oh.
Please step on the circles.
Aba, nakaapak naman ako ng tama sa bilog. Uy, bakit hindi pa napaandar?
Shiny! So, this is a corner suite?
Sa third floor po kayo, ma'am, sir. Third floor, please.
Uy, bakit kaya? Tanungin mo yung driver.
What? It gets better?
Enjoy your stay, people!
Travel safe!
Mabuhay!
Pag naglalakbay.
Have a safe trip, Pinas!
Welcome back.
Bitch, here I come!
Vloggers, jet setters, wanderlusters, we've missed you. This is the new normal of traveling, a privilege to be at your service.
Ayan na yung service!
Please board the shuttle in an orderly fashion while we show our unparalleled hospitality.
Ooh, hand sanitizer, clean, clean, clean. Thank you.
Sign up and reserve seats online. We want to know who you've been rubbing elbows with.
Excuse me, sir. Bawal po dyan. PDA naman tayo.
Anong PDA?
PDA, physical distancing always. Please sit on designated seats only, sanitized and reserved especially for you.
Okay, alis na po tayo. Thank you.
Uy, wait lang!
Uy, excuse me. Ako muna. Ano?
Maganda ang taste mo, ha? Pero nag-safety protocols ka na ba?
Oo, ikaw.
Oo, hand sanitizer,
Yas, anong temp mo?
36.3.
36.1. Ano?
Online reservation.
Anong reservation? Bus lang to, no?
Di mo ba narinig si ate narrator? Reserved seats online para may contact tracing.
Come on guys, Gina tayo!
Travel safe, Pinas!
Mabuhay!
Pag naglalakbay.
Have a safe trip, Pinas!
Enjoy your stay, tita!
Before we start our program, I would like to remind everyone to please observe proper decorum while the activity is going on. For our Google Meet participants, please mute your microphones and turn off your cameras to prevent any distractions. Kindly refrain from writing down comments that are not relevant to this topic. Questions will only be entertained after the talk of the speaker. Do not forget to fill out the registration form, for this will serve as your attendance for the event. Link will be provided in the chat box. Take note, we will be only accepting registrations until 9 p.m. Thank you.
Before anything else, let me first acknowledge the presence of Mr. Kim Nino Cantero and Ms. Catherine Estoconi, together with the respective students. Thank you for joining our webinar through Facebook Live. So, to officially start the program, we would like to request everyone to please stand as we ask God Almighty for guidance to be led by Ms. Hannah Ley Romero, and please remain standing for the Philippine National Anthem, which shall immediately follow. Let us put ourselves in the holy presence of the Lord. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Lord of wisdom, we pray that you will bless this meeting. Help us have fun yet productive discussion that will broaden our perspective. Please help us to take the various ideas presented and think of ways to flesh them out. If we do disagree, let it be on the content and not on personality conflicts or power play. Please help us resolve any dispute gracefully. Be creative problem solvers and have an excellent team spirit. Please help us to find principles that we all can agree on and put this into action. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. You may now take your seats. Thank you, Ms. Romero, for that inspiring invocation. Again, good evening, everyone, and good evening to my very beautiful partner. Now, as your masters of ceremonies, we would like to introduce ourselves. I am Carla Jean Gariando.
Yes, good evening, everyone, and I am Angel Pagalan, and we are your masters of ceremony tonight. How are you, partner? You look ravishingly stunning tonight.
Oh, well, partner, you don't fail to tell the truth. Moreover, I am pretty good and I am so excited for tonight's webinar. In fact, I'm already done eating my dinner for me to focus in gathering informations and ideas that would really help me in my future career.
Wow, amazing, partner. You came prepared, and I hope that everyone would also pay attention in this informative webinar in this lovely evening, which is entitled Technology and Competitiveness in the Industry.
Yes, partner. And by the way, how about you, Miss Angel? How are you? Are you also excited?
Well, yeah, I'm absolutely great, and I'm excited to meet our guest speaker for tonight and to be able to learn something in this webinar. Moving forward to begin this lovely evening, we're gathered tonight for an enriching webinar topic that will truly get a lot of attention from students. One of the most exciting emerging travel technology trends, and to tell us why our group chose this topic for this evening's webinar. So please help me welcome, with a round of applause, Miss Kirsten Bay Dico.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. In tonight's webinar, the tourism students' minds will be loaded with our lovely speakers' information. Yes, it would be a great night because we are so lucky to experience this one-of-a-kind virtual event. So, prepare yourself and fasten your seatbelt because we will fly to the world of technology and competitiveness in the tourism industry. Tourism has emerged as one of the largest and fastest growing and competitive industries worldwide. Our group believes that this topic will genuinely help us prepare for a future career. This webinar topic, Technology and Competitiveness in Tourism Industry, serves us as a guide to improve our knowledge regarding the impact of technology in the tourism industry, its current situation, the factors and policies enable us to sustain the tourism industry's progress and contribution to the growth and competitiveness of the country. We hope that you'll find this topic an interesting one. Thank you, and once again, good evening.
Thank you very much, Miss Dico, for that wonderfully inspiring rationale. At this juncture, let us know more about our guest speaker. To introduce her to us, please help me welcome, with a big round of applause, Miss Mitch Rowan Caballero.
Limaon! Limaon! A pleasant evening, everyone. It is my great privilege to introduce our very prolific and generous speaker for tonight's virtual seminar. She is a great graduate of Bachelor of Science in Tourism, major in Airline and Hospitality Management in La Consolacion College, Bacolod. In addition, she is also a graduate of Sales Leadership Masterclass in Soko Academy, Singapore. Our guest speaker has 21 years of experience in the hospitality industry, specializing in sales, marketing, events, and public relations. She also mastered process improvement, manages investors relations, client acquisition, development, and retention. Before taking on her current position, a resource person has been a director of conventions and events in Waterfront Cebu City Hotel, appointed as director of sales and marketing at Cas Hotel and Conference Center in Cebu, and a client relations and commercial consultant for Hospitality Verve Concepts and PR in 2019. Currently, she is the director of operations, sales, and marketing at Pai Hotel Cebu. Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to present to you our beloved guest speaker for tonight, Ms. Geraldine Nazares Lengati, CGSP. A big round of applause for her.
Good evening, everyone. Maayong gabi. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, Miss.
Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, Miss.
Yes, miss.
Hi, good evening. Maayong gabi. I'm not quite sure if you can also see me. Yeah, everything is on anyway. So hello to everyone. To the organizers of this event, you've done a great job. Well done for organizing this event. I know it's not easy. It's not walk in the park in organizing such webinars. To the faculty and students who participated in this learning and development program, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Miss. Good
Good
afternoon,
afternoon, Miss.
I'm not quite sure if it's clear. I want everyone to hear my talk because it will be very helpful to all of you. So please let me know. Don't be hesitant to stop me and tell me if you cannot hear me or if there are things that is not clear, okay?
Yes, Miss. It's loud and clear, Miss.
Okay, thank you. I am so humbled and pleased to be invited as your guest speaker in this event. It has been my advocacy to share my learnings and experience in tourism industry for over 2 decades. So basically, I have been into several speaking engagements. However, this is my second speaking engagement talking to the students. Okay, so thank you for this opportunity. Now I am tasked to talk about technology and being competitive in tourism industry. Okay, are you guys ready? Do you have your pens and your paper? Or are you recording?
Yes, Miss.
Okay.
Yes, Miss.
My apology for this. I'm trying to figure out how to share my screen to you. I am so used in using Zoom and Microsoft Teams. Can you guys see that?
Not yet, Miss.
Now, can you see that?
Not yet, Miss. Have you clicked the present now below the taskbar, Miss?
Come again?
Okay, Miss. It's already presenting, Miss.
There you go. Okay. So can you see my screen?
Yes, Miss.
You can see it now.
Yes. Yes.
How about that? Is
Only
it
your
clear to
profile,
everyone?
Miss.
I'm sorry, come again?
Only your profile. There's no PowerPoint presentation, Miss.
I want to share this with you before I start, so at least you guys get the whole picture of the topic. Please give me a minute.
can already see, Miss. It's already presenting.
You can see the screen already, no?
Yes,
Yes,
Miss.
miss.
Perfect. Thank you and apologize for that.
It's okay, Miss.
Okay, are you guys excited?
Yes.
Yes.
I think everyone have studied already online about the topic, right? So I am tasked to talk to you about technology and being competitive in tourism industry. So let me start with tourism as an industry. If I may ask any of you right now, why did you take tourism course? Because we want to travel, because we want to meet the people, because we want to see other culture. I bet most of you will talk about it, right? However, there is more in tourism industry. So tonight, let me share that with you. Let me start with tourism as an industry. Okay? So to many countries, tourism plays an important role in generating revenue for the nation. Later on, we will dissect one by one why tourism is an income generating for a country. Okay, tourism is a major export industry for many countries and cities. That includes Philippines. And as an important and necessary industry nowadays, it is considered a sector of the economy that can benefit from the various technological resources available. Okay, so when you say tourism, it's quite big. Okay, syncing together to technology, it becomes more bigger. Why? So I will be going through one by one with you about that certain topic. Despite all political, economic, and social instability that we're having right now, diba, we are facing a lot of challenges nowadays, most especially with the global health crisis. Tourism has been affected. Okay, however, despite of that, people still has the urge. They still wanted to continue to feel like traveling. We all do. Who else? Does everyone wants to travel?
Yes, Miss.
Yes, miss.
Okay,
Yes.
tourism is an industry that has the characteristics. Okay, it has an attitude. It has, it has characteristic. It has behavior. So we will be dissecting one by one. So with a great importance in the economy of many countries, including Philippines, based on its high potential for income generating and employment, contributing to the increase in the gross domestic product. So basically, tourism industry is very important because it contributes to the GDP of our country, meaning it contributes a lot to the financial funds of our country. Now, if we make historical analysis about tourism development, it is closely linked to technological evolution, right? So I think most of you, when you decided to take a tourism course, there is already information technology, right? You already research in your laptops, in your iPad, and in your phones, right? So long time back, going to the history of tourism development, it is linked closely to technology. As the technology evolves every century, so does tourism. Okay? From the marketing perspective, communication and information tools are essential to tourism activity, meaning it is one of our basic tools in marketing and communication in tourism. It is fundamental that tourism service providers considers the contemporary tourism ecosystem formulating strategies for the sector and for tourism destinations. Because while some tourists prefer convenient or group trips organized packages, diba? If you guys are familiar with the travel agencies, they usually organize packages. However, there are other people who hope to get more interactive and personalized service direct to the providers. Who are the providers? I will be introducing to you who are the providers within the tourism industry. Okay, this analysis seeks to understand the role of information and communication technologies and the internet in most of the activities associated with tourism sectors. So now let me show you this in order for all of you to understand the importance of technology to both consumers and providers. All right? So technology in tourism in the perspective of consumers. Who are our consumers? Can anyone tell me? It's the tourist. Right, very good. This is our consumers. Now, why technology is very important in tourism in the eyes of our consumers? Let me discuss it one by one with you. Okay? If this is technology, everyone can see the screen, right?
Yes, Miss.
In the
Yes,
eyes
Miss.
of, okay, in the eyes of our consumers, in the eyes of tourists, technology and tourism influence our consumers. Okay, we will go through one by one later on why. Second, technology is very important in tourism industry because it is time efficient for our consumers, for the tourists. Next, it is convenient. It is cost saving. We will go through one by one why. It is accurate and it gives you a better experience. Okay, so this is why technology is very important, and you can be competitive in tourism if you maximize using the technology. Okay, now the next photo I'm going to show you, I think everyone is very familiar with this. Who has a Facebook account? I think everyone has.
Everyone.
No, I think 99% in this room has Facebook account. You got Instagram, you got Twitter. Okay? What can you see in these accounts? You normally see people traveling, visiting destinations, right?
Yes,
If
Miss.
you see that in your Facebook account or in your Instagram, you get influence, right? The moment you see your friends, your family members, your relatives traveling in a certain country, what is the impact to you? I want to go to that destination as well. I want to visit that place. I want to be in that hotel as well. So, meaning you get influence looking at the information technology. So, these are what we are having right now, all the gadgets and the equipments that you're using for social media. Once you get influence, something will be touched. Your lifestyle will be touched. Diba? Earlier, na-influence ka because what you have seen in Facebook or what you have seen in Instagram, a friend is traveling in a certain destination or a certain country. It changes your lifestyle, right? So if your lifestyle has been touched, definitely you make a decision as well, right? You go to your mom, you go to your dad, you go to the family, hey, we have a summer vacation. We want to go in this particular destination because this is the influence of technology. Diba? Who have experienced that? It's summer right now. I think the moment the summer steps or this month steps, every one of you saw the post of your friends in Facebook and in Instagram, right? It influences your lifestyle. It gives you decision to travel. So that's the importance of technology to tourism. It influences the decision of a person. Next, who knows this? It's the portal or the booking, online booking website of Philippine Airlines, right? Who's familiar with booking.com? Anyone?
Me, miss.
All right. Philippine Airlines, you can book directly in the website. You can see a booking.com also where you can book hotels, right? And transportation. Now in tourism industry, these tools is what we call booking channels. Okay? Booking channels basically, there's a lot of booking channels that you can see in the web. There is airline online booking. You can see the booking.com. You can see the agoda.com. You can see TripAdvisor. This is where people go when they wanted to make a review in a certain hotel or a certain destination. This is where they usually make comments. And us travelers, if we're planning to go on a trip, kung ako, I usually go in a TripAdvisor and check the feedback of other people about the certain hotel. So we call that booking channel, right? Your Food Panda, your Grab Food, these are booking channels. Remember, restaurants are part of tourism industry, okay? So earlier in that matrix that I showed you, what technology can do or can give or can offer to our consumers. Number one was influence. Number two, cost efficient. Number three, it's time saving. It's convenient. Why? In a consumer's perspective, booking channel helps customers and travelers save time in selecting restaurants, hotels, and destinations, diba? Before, long time back, you can ask your parents or your grandparents, when they travel, they don't know what lies ahead in that particular destination. You wouldn't know if you will enjoy your vacation. But nowadays, because of technology, information technology, you can tailor made your vacation and your experience. Example, if you want to go in Hong Kong or if you want to go in Bangkok, the first thing that you have to check in booking.com or in Agoda or in their website, what's in that city? Am I going to enjoy my vacation in that destination? So basically, you can foresee already what lies ahead in your vacation, right? So that's one thing why technology can give you an accurate experience. You can tailor make your experience. You can see what lies ahead in your trips. You can book already a ticket for a train. You can book already a ticket entering the Disneyland. You can book a ticket heading to a certain amusement park in that particular places. So meaning it gives convenience to our consumers. Okay, so basically technology nowadays is very important. If you want to be competitive in tourism, being a provider like us in the hotel, you have to maximize information technology. And this is what we are doing right now. Example, buy hotel. You can see buy hotel all over. You can see buy hotel in booking.com, in Agoda, in TripAdvisor. You can see our restaurants in Food Panda, in Grab Food, because we wanted to give convenience to our consumers. Okay, so these are few things that technology is very important in tourism industry. Now let me go a little bit to the importance of technology to the tourism providers. Who are the providers? Who can name few providers in tourism? Anyone? Okay, let me share with you the tourism providers. Tourism is quite huge. Inside tourism umbrella, there's a lot of service providers. We call these service providers because all our products in tourism are intangible. Tama? We cannot touch anything. We cannot touch our services except food. Okay, so providers in tourism are hotels, airlines, restaurants, amusement parks, and transportations. Now, earlier we have been discussing what are the importance of technology in the perspective of our consumers. Right now, in the perspective of the providers, the hotels, why technology is very important in the hotel, why technology is very important in airlines, restaurants, amusement parks, and even transportations. So look at this. Technology is an important tool in digital marketing, right? Right now, if we wanted to market or to present by hotel in Australia, in Canada, in USA, we can because of digital marketing, right? We got websites, we got booking channels. We are enrolled in booking channels. We have also the social media. So the reach is more farther than before. Technology in the perspective of providers is an important tool to deliver speed and quality service. Why? Take a look at this. In any of these providers that I have mentioned earlier, the hotel, airlines, restaurants, amusement parks, we all use PMS. We call that PMS. That is the property management system. For a hotel, we use that for bookings. We use that for check-in. We use that for check-out. We use that to bill you, right? Same goes with airlines. They also have their own PMS. Their property management system is the system that accepts your booking if you want to buy a ticket. Okay? So imagine without PMS. Do you think these providers can deliver you speed and quality service? Of course not. It won't. You have to wait in the counter of a hotel filling up a long list of paper before you check in. Okay? It costs you delays. Same goes with airlines. Same goes with restaurants. Okay? Next is electronic key cards for a hotel. It gives you safety. All right? Electronic vending machines for amusement park. If some of you have been to Disneyland, you can just go to the vending machine and dispense your ticket. Diba? Or you can dispense even your water, your sandwiches, or whatever you wanted to dispense in a vending machine. It gives you convenience. And so as to the providers, because they don't have to put a person over there to watch the counter when you buy a ticket. Okay, CCTV cameras. These are also part of technology. This gives you safety and monitoring measures in all establishments, not just tourism industry. Okay, technology in tourism providers is an essential tool also for airlines and aviations. Of course, it's very important. Technology supports safety measures for transportation. Who's familiar with GPS? Anyone?
Me, miss.
Okay.
Yes.
So imagine you traveling in a certain place without GPS and you wanted to do self-drive. Convenient or not?
Convenient.
Convenient.
Of course not. So technology supports safety measures for the transportation. Okay, because they will lead you to the right destination. Technology can also bring you to your desired market. Example, we wanted to market in China, we wanted to market in Korea. Technology will bring the hotel information to that particular place. That's how important technology to the providers nowadays. Okay, so is that clear before I proceed further? Any questions? None?
None,
So far.
miss.
None, miss.
All right. Sige. So technological development, all this that I have showed you earlier, it's part of technological development. It has contributed to several changes that occur in society and in people's behavior, particularly in how we communicate. Diba? Before, you have to see a friend and talk to a friend. The way we communicate now changes a lot because you have to send a chat message or a text message. Oftentimes, one misinterpret pa. Diba? So it changes the way we communicate. Instances, it's for good, and there are some instances it's not that good. All right? How people behave and interact in the society, it is also affected by technology. Okay? So the way we seek products, services, and information, hey, guys, technology did not only help tourism to be competitive, but it helps a lot of industry. Tama? Tell me, how do you do your shopping way before Shopee and Lazada has been invented? You go to the mall, right? You go to the mall. Now it changes your behavior because in a click of your fingers in your phones, in your iPad, you can already shop. Okay? You can seek the products and services that you want in a very convenient way. Information and communication technologies have not only changed the way people conduct their activities, but also the mobilization of materials and immaterial resources, the way in which generates wealth, and how negotiated opportunities are created and expanded. So it changed a lot, not just in tourism industry. That's why us in the industry, we have to maximize technology for us to be competitive. Otherwise, wala, mabayaan pa, right? So we have to emphasize that internet today represents one of the main information and communication technologies. This new tool works through thousands of interconnected computers around the world, enabling data exchange, information provided in a large network to the internet with regard specifically to tourism, right? It has changed profoundly the way tourists access to information, plan their trips, make reservations, and share their travel experiences. Earlier, I have been sharing with you the booking channels. Before, you can plan a trip through a telephone. You really have to call that certain destination and check how many minutes from the airport to the hotel, from the hotel to the amusement park, from the amusement park to the restaurant. Now it changes everything. You can just do a Google mapping. You can just search your hotel, what's within the vicinity of your hotel. It changed all your plan in terms of going for a trip. Okay? The internet and other interactive technologies, in addition to causing changes in the behavior of people, it drives changes in the market as well. In particular, the tourism market enabling global distribution of tourist services, technologies use makes the market more competitive and more accessible to the users, right? In tourism, for you to be competitive, there are basic products. Can anyone tell me what are the basic products in tourism? Review 101 pa. Do we have any faculty with us or anyone? Professors, teachers listening right now? So let me just review a little bit. What are the basic product of tourism? Can anyone tell me? It is
That
service.
explanation itself, miss.
Okay. The basic product of tourism is service. Diba? I think that has been discussed with you in one of your classes about tourism as an industry. So we are an industry, we deliver business. The business that we're doing is we are delivering service. Now, including delivery of service, it also changes the behavior of the people. I will be giving you some insights later on why. Okay? Tourism companies will gain competitive advantage if they are able to maximize the usage of technology to consumer satisfaction. So the very important thing for us right now, when we satisfy customers or tourists, we have to ensure we deliver a good service. We deliver the best service. And last is the most convenient service. And that is why we became more competitive with information technology. So in this technological context, the destination is understood to be variety of individual products, opportunities for experiences. For tourism industry, the development of technology and the internet have been an asset ever since it contributed to several changes that seek to improve the offer in terms of services. Now, I'm going to go through some other benefits why we became competitive because of technology. For tourism industry right now, the development of technology and internet has been our asset. It's very useful. So it contributed several changes. I'm going to show you how and why. The internet and other interactive multimedia platforms contribute to the promotion of tourism by enhancing transformations in the tourism industry structures. Right? Let me share with you some other benefits and importance of technology to tourism and why it can help tourism become competitive. Okay, these are the benefits. I think not only in tourism but also in other industry. Okay, ready? Who is familiar with big data? Anyone? Who's techie here? Okay, let me go through you what big data is. Big data gives you analytics. It is technologic strategy that allows companies to more intensely, accurately perceive customers by analyzing patterns and correlations, enabling companies to gain more advantages and become more competitive. It has or it can do a storage of your historic and new data. So meaning long time back or centuries ago, when we store our data, it's very manual, it's very physical, right? You have to have a room, you have to have lots of cabinet to store your data. Right now, you can store it in a small gadget or even just in your laptop or in your iPad. So big data can store historic and new data. It gives you visualization of the trends. It helps you analyze informations. It helps you make research faster and easier. Imagine without big data, us in the hotel, we wouldn't know what our trends are, right? Now, it's so easy for us to foresee that, hey, June, July, August is slow months for a hotel. Why? Because we can always go back to our historic data and stored in our big data and check which month are slow and which month we are earning well. So we can better prepare the trends as we go along the following year. So this is why technology is very important. It also gives convenience to us providers. It helps you analyze information because of your historical data the previous years, right? It helps you make research faster and easier. So these are few of the benefits that we are enjoying in technology and why we became competitive nowadays. Next, who's familiar with IoT, Internet of Things? You guys are using this every single day with your friends. Internet of Things covers the use of networks, sensors, cloud computing, allowing the link between physical object and computers to the internet, meaning physical objects and or your computers, your iPads, your phones, it can interconnect physically and transfer the data, right? It has three features. It has intelligence, it has connectivity, it has interaction. Who can guess what's that? In layman's term. Anyone? It allows the development of a large number. It integrates objects such as mobile phones, sensors, and other devices that interact with each other. Okay, let me give you the answer to that. Who's familiar with infrared and Bluetooth? Anyone?
Me, miss. Us, miss.
Okay.
Me, miss.
All those things are your IoT. That is Internet of Things. Imagine your phone can interact to another phone if your Bluetooth, both of your Bluetooths are open, correct? You can transfer data through infrared. You can transfer things or details via internet, via Bluetooth, via infrared, or unsa pa na karon ang ubang mga gamit nato sa iPhone for those techie guys here. You can transfer without internet. Itapad lang ninyo inyong phone. Guys, those
Airdrop.
There you go. Correct. That one as well. So these are the IoT. These are the things that also helps us. No, if there are a client, if we are meeting a client, example in a hotel, and they wanted to see the flyers of the hotel, they wanted to see the digital flyer or a digital brochure of the hotel, we can just both open our Bluetooth and transfer the data. This is IoT. Okay, now you get it. You got new words to tell, okay? It uses intelligent interfaces to relate and communicate. Okay, next. Kani familiar gud mo ani, right? Virtual reality and augmented reality. So virtual reality refers to a computer-generated simulation in which person can interact within an artificial three-dimensional environment using electronic devices, special goggles, screen, or gloves fitted with sensors. Diba, murag yun siya tinuod. Virtual reality consists of three phases: dimensional, computer-generated medium. It interacts in an environment outside reality. Now, nowadays, or talking to the current situation that we are facing, the global health crisis, diba, we have been into quarantine, and some of us are still in quarantine, right? The people in National Capital Region, some of them are still in quarantine. However, because of virtual reality, we can bring some sort of a reality scenarios to them. If you open the websites of some hotels right now, there is a thing what we call virtual tours. Who's familiar with that?
Us, miss.
Okay. The moment you move along your gadget or the moment you move along your mouse, it seems like you are there physically. It seems like it's real. That's what we call virtual reality. You can see the facilities in that particular hotel 360 degree. Tama? Okay. What's the difference between virtual reality and augmented reality? Virtual reality right now is being used in airlines. It is being used in hotels. If we wanted to, show our clients who are not here physically the facilities of the hotel, we got virtual tours. We got recorded virtual tours. This is the virtual reality. So in that sense, they can feel our facility. They can feel the amenities of the hotel. They can see what's with us 360 degree. The augmented reality is being used with some providers also. Most of them are using this katong mga amusement park, or can I say the Disneyland. No, there are augmented reality that they use in order for them to be competitive in the market. Augmented reality is a technology derived from virtual reality that consists of superimposing digital information to real world images. That is, it does not completely emerge in a virtual world where it cannot see what it is around you. Now, there is this thing in Disney website that I have just opened a couple of weeks ago. Augmented reality, if you want to see the facilities inside, you can basically tour using the virtual tour. And then in a snap of a finger or in a minute after that, you feel that someone beside you. It's like Mickey Mouse beside you. It's for real. Murag gyud siya tinuod. No, like Mickey Mouse walking right next to you. So this is what we call the augmented reality. We are superimposing digital information. Okay, so these are very important if we wanted to be competitive. Augmented reality technology is being used to most of the water parks, used by amusement park. The virtual reality is being used by most of the hotels nowadays. Try to open several websites of a hotel like Marco Polo, the Hilton. Check their websites because you can see the room in 360 degree because they got a virtual reality tour. Now, so it's very important. Last is LBS, or what we call the location-based services. Now, this technology is 80 or 90% are using it right now, not just tourism industry, but all industry. Okay, let me tell you what is location-based services. It uses GPS technology, enable the development of applications that allow to implement new models of mobility. Now, if you're familiar with POS or point of sale system, the PayPal, the GCash, online banking, so these are all your LBS or the location-based services. So earlier, I have been discussing with you the booking channels or the information technology that gives convenience to our customers when they make a booking. Now, LBS also gives convenience to our customers when they want to purchase. Diba? Because when you purchase, you can pay via PayPal, GCash. You can pay via online banking. So these are part of LBS technology. Okay? Because of technology, these location-based services became available and convenient to both the service providers and the consumers. Thus, we became more competitive. So being able to apply all these innovations in our industry in tourism, we become more competitive. Thank you and good evening. I hope I have shared something for everyone now. And if you got questions, I got so much time to answer all of those.
Yes, thank you very much, Ms. Dezaris, for that very captivating and extremely informative presentation. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, now we would like to pull your attention to a intermission number before moving to the open forum. Please help me welcome, with a big round of applause, our group's very own homegrown singing talent, Ms. Rosaline Caranoo.
Wow, what a spectacular performance of Miss Roslyn Carano. Thank you so much for showcasing your talent to us. And to everyone, we hope you are listening to Miss Lizara's lecture.
Yes, we will officially start our open forum. Students, if you have any questions or any clarifications from our speaker for tonight, this is your chance to ask. In the meantime, you may write down your questions through our chat box. We have assigned moderators to take down notes. Now I shall turn you over to your moderator, Miss Leah Canieto.
Thank you so much for that. Good evening, Miss Lizaras. Thank you once again for sharing your insights. It taught us so many things that we can use in our everyday lives. That is why one of our audiences would like to ask, which smartphones are now slowly migrating?
Come again. Can I have that question again, Leia? You're cutting down.
Which smartphones are now slowly migrating?
Which smartphones are slowly migrating?
Yes, miss.
Well, we cannot tell. Only providers of that certain industry can tell you. But for us, talking of smartphones, I cannot say that they are slow in migrations or innovations because if you're using an iPhone or if you're using an Android right now, both providers are capable to open all our booking channels. Both providers are capable in accessing tourism booking engines. Both providers, both the iPhone and the Android, has an app where you can access all tourism facilities. So I can't tell if which one is slow because so far both are, adapting to innovations.
Very well said, miss. So another question from our viewer is, are all booking channels legit, like in terms of discounts?
Yes, it is. They cannot give you false promises. They cannot post any false information also because these booking channels usually has contracts to the provider. Example, if booking.com wanted to accredit by hotel, we are binded with an agreement or a contract where we will sign how much rate we wanted to offer in their booking channel, and they are bound to show that rates in their booking channel. So yes, it is legit.
Thank you so much for that, miss. So another question from our viewer is, do you think museums here in Cebu can adapt and be successful in having virtual reality on its way to present their historic things or places available, especially in this time of pandemic or even in the new normal?
Very good question, Leia. Who's asking that question?
It is from our audience, Miss Jewel May Alasna.
Hi, Joel. It's a very good question. I
Hello,
think
Miss. Good
it's
evening.
hi, Joel. I think this is one thing that our local government unit or our local owners of the museum in Cebu City itself has to adapt. Diba? Because I think you know already that we don't have that yet. But if you go to Sentosa, Singapore, if you go to Hong Kong, Disneyland, if you go to US, they all have the virtual realities where, you can see the history, you can see what's the content of that particular museum or amusement park. But here, I think we still need some funds to do that. But no, I haven't seen or I haven't know any yet that offer that kind of services. But yes, it's a very good idea. I think our museums has to do that, given right now that there are some tourists who are still under quarantine, but they you know they I think that is a very good idea. You know, it's very good one. But the answer is no. We don't have one yet.
I have a follow-up.
Yes, Jewel.
If ever we have that virtual reality in our museums, if ever, Miss, do you think that it's a successful way in presenting the historic places or things in the
Very
said
much.
museum?
Well, you know what? Technology, or can I say information technology, never fail us yet so far, because there's a lot of people who wanted to travel in a specific area, however they are not capable to travel. Example, who are the market for museums? Usually it's the it's the retirees or those people who are already in a senior citizen age, or the 50 years old or up. Some of them, as of the moment, cannot go out, right? So if we have this facility, I think a lot will buy that facility even via online.
Yes,
So
so true.
it's very important. I think we just have to, someone just have to give the idea to the operators of museums that we have now here, that hey, this could be an opportunity for you or for us or for our city to reach out to the market that we wanted to, diba? Um, I think it will be very useful, Jewel. I would be happy to share that idea and information the next time we got our DOT meeting, or whenever we come across to some museum operators, because I think it is very, very important.
Thank you so much, Miss.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that again, Miss. So we have another question. We all know that technology is developing nowadays, as you have mentioned, yet we all know that there is a disadvantage, and one of which is hacking, or hacking the system is rampant. Did, did Buy Hotel experience such things? How did you handle it?
Well, yeah, there technology has advantage and disadvantages, but specifically in Buy Hotel, we are so happy that no, it didn't happen yet to us. First and foremost, technology also help us protect our system. Technology also help us protect our datas. Technology also, that's why in a particular hotel, we got a specific IT department. They are guarding our datas. IT department usually ensure that all the data of the hotel, all the online things that we, input in the web are all protected. So I am happy to tell you that so far, no, we haven't experienced that yet. I hope that answers your question.
That's good to hear, Miss. So another question is, with all the advantages that technology has to offer, is it not outweighed by the disadvantages? Especially now that there are a lot of restrictions with pandemic happening.
I have mentioned earlier, thank you for the question. I have mentioned earlier that for us to be in the advantage side, we have to maximize the usage of the technology. Also, basically, there are some disadvantages also. I'll give you one answer or one disadvantage in using technology. It's easier for our competitors to, look at your prices, see your facilities, what are you offering, and then the next time they will enhance their packages and offerings, and they will offer way better than what you got. So that's one of the disadvantage. But then again, if you maximize your technology or using the information technology, it could be in your own favor. So yes, advantages of technology outweighs the disadvantages actually.
Thank you for that, Miss. So another question again. What technological advances so far had the most significant changes in the tourism industry?
I showed you one earlier, the booking channels. The booking channels and the booking engines, or what we call it. Booking channels is the most important thing that transform our industry. Because number one, it gives convenience to our customers. It's more easier for them to book. It's more easier for them to look at our prices. Hence, it's easier for them to be influenced and make a decision to make a booking. So that's one of those things.
Thank you for that again, Miss. So for our last question will be coming from me. Will remote communication technologies such as video conferencing, webinar, and many more replace the need to hold face-to-face events in the future?
Well, we're heading there. We are actually heading there. Most of the hotels right now, like us, we are already, if you can see my screen, we are allocating budget, spending on some gadgets and equipments in order for us to be competitive. So we can basically now by hotel can accommodate as much as 300 to 500 persons webinar. We got that facilities with complete cameras, with the Zoom equipments, with the sound and the speakers that will enable our delegates, wherever they are, to hear the speaker properly. So yes, we are heading there. And this is one of the disadvantages. I think I have to be honest to all of you students. One of the disadvantages of technology later on, maybe a decade from now or a few years from now, robotics will also replace employment and manpower. There are some hotels, example in Singapore, that there is no concierge. The one who will welcome you in the lobby and open your door is Alexa. Diba? And then the moment Alexa open your door, Alexa will tell you, good morning, how can I help you? You talk to Alexa and tell Alexa, hey Alexa, I have a room. Is my room ready? Alexa can tell you automatically that your room is not yet ready. So basically it replaces manpower. And that's one of my fear. Most especially, I'm not scaring you off, huh, Leia? but this is reality. This is reality. There are some hotels abroad who uses already robotics in terms of reservations. No? Or what we call the AI. They can answer everything for you, just like human does. And some hotels are using that already. So yes, the question, Leia, about technology replacing the face-to-face meetings and conferences, we are there. We have stepped on the very first step already. People are, spending so much in terms of equipments for webinars and online conferences. And yes, later on, it will replace face-to-face.
So that was our last question. Thank you very much, Ms. Lopez.
Thank you, Leia. Thank you, everyone. I hope I have enlightened you. I hope I have helped you on the information that you wanted to know about tourism industry. I can share with you or to your organizers the slides that I've showed you earlier. So whoever was not able to cope up during the discussion, you can look at the slides, and then your organizer has my number. So if you got some questions, you can anytime text me. But I'm so sorry, sometimes I reply a little longer. I'm at work. But yes, I will reply. Thank you and good evening and congratulations for this particular conference.
Noted on that, Miss. So thank you very much, Ms. Lizares, for sincerely and directly answering all our questions. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, let us give our speaker another big round of applause, please. Thank you. As a sign of appreciation for sharing her time and talent with us despite your hectic schedule, allow us to read the Certificate of Appreciation for Miss Geraldine Lizares Longakit. And also, students, don't worry. You will also have a Certificate of Participation for this webinar. May I call on Miss Kiara Wellington to do the honors.
Hello, Miss. It is my great privilege to present you the Certificate of Appreciation. Allow me to read the citation. University of San Jose Recolatos, School of Business and Management, Tourism and Hospitality Management Department presents this Certificate of Appreciation to Miss Geraldine Lizares Longakit, CGSP, for imparting her valuable insights and expertise on the topic Technology and Competitiveness in Tourism Industry, given on the 19th of April 2021 via Google Meet, signed by our seminar advisor, Mrs. Grace M. Lacson, MMBM, our chairperson in Tourism and Hospitality Management Department, Mr. Rio Y. Yamota, MMBA, and lastly, Dr. Edgar R. De Toya, CPA, the Dean of School of Business and Management.
Thank you for that, Miss Kiara Wellington. And once again, thank you, Miss Lizares.
Thank you everyone for
Thank you, Miss. Before we end our webinar, may I call on Ms. Riza Sabanyeko to give us the closing remarks.
Good evening, everyone. It has been a very fruitful evening for all of us. But time flies like an arrow, and our webinar is about to come to an end. On behalf of the class, I would like to express our profound gratitude to our honored guest speaker, Ms. Geraldine Lizares Longakit, for her generosity in imparting her knowledge, expertise, and valuable experience in the field of tourism. Thus, without her presence, this program will not have been possible. Also, we extend our appreciation to the participants for all their kindness and efforts in attending the program. Indeed, the webinar has given us much clearer understanding of how technology affects tourism's competitiveness and its valuable contribution to the industry. We hope that what you have learned through this seminar will help you prepare for your future careers as tourism professionals. We would also like to thank the presence of our dear faculty members, Ms. Catherine Esseconing and Mr. Kim Nino Cantero, and their respective class for sharing their precious time with us in attending the webinar. Finally, we would like to thank our seminar advisor, Mrs. Grace M. Blackson, for her assistance and all-out support, guidance, and motherly care. And to everyone involved in planning and holding this event, thank you for doing such a superb job in making this webinar a success. I say with a thankful heart, congratulations. Now, I would like to close my remarks and officially announce the end of the webinar. Thank you everyone for your cooperation. Adelante Turismo.
At this point, we would also like to thank everyone for your gracious participation and wholehearted attention during this event.
Yes, we couldn't have done this successfully without our participants and our lovely speaker this evening who spared its time attending this webinar. Now our event has come to an end. This has been your host, Miss Angel Pagalan,
and Miss Carla Jean Garriendo,
entitled Technology and Competitiveness in Tourism Industry.
Thank you, and we are now signing off.
Once again, thank you and have a great evening, everyone.
Give me hope, strength and will to keep on. Loneliness will make me feel its way. And only you can bring out all the best I can do. How to leave a turpentine made me feel real good inside. Pushed me up, and I'm about to give up. You're on my side, but no one seems to listen. And if you go, you know the tears can't help but show. You know you've always had my heart. From now on, we'll never part. It's your smile, your face, your lips that I miss. Those sweet little